Until 8.
This is Sports Today
On 882 6PR.
Yeah, welcome back with Brad and Carl for coaches back-to-back now for Parkland Mazda.
You ready?
Yes.
on Sports Today. The coaches back-to-back for Parkland Mazda, the #1 team at Parkland Mazda Cannington.
On 882 6PR.
Then we go into Fremantle camp with Ross Lyon. G'day, Roscoe.
G'day, Brad.
Did you hear
Carl?
Did you hear Parham?
Hear who?
Parham, our last caller from
Indian fella. He wants your order. He wanted us to say hello to you,
He's got a man crush on
G'day,
you.
Darren.
and he wants to get your autograph. I said
He likes my sachet, does he?
Yeah. So I said you'll have to tell us when you're available down at training so you can come down, hang over the fence and get your autograph.
Well, they're all welcome. Open house policy down at the Dockers, so we welcome everyone.
Yeah, he's got to come
Open
from...
sessions.
Got to come
Oh,
from...
the Albo Scouts, obviously. We don't like them too much.
He might be. Maybe he is one. Maybe he's one for the West Coast Eagles. No, he sounded like he had a man crush on you, that's for sure. But
He
anyway,
followed you from St
that's good.
Kilda.
Nice desperate. There's plenty of fish out there, sea. You want to look beyond me.
Ross, you certainly weren't taken out of your comfort zone yesterday. You would have been delighted with the boys, particularly in the first 20-odd minutes when nobody actually scored a goal until Michael Barlow socketed one. That was right down your alley.
Yeah, look, North #1 starting team in the comp, really fast starters, so it was a real focus to get out there and match their intensity. And look, they're a club under siege, aren't they? They've had some really disappointing losses, close losses, and they've had 14 days to stew on it. And their last game at Subi was a heartbreaker with Big Nick taking that spectacular mark. So we knew they were coming out, breathing fire, and I thought the way we just matched that challenge was a sign of our maturity.
You defensively are the benchmark in the competition, Ross. To restrict them to their lowest ever score in meetings between the two clubs and to close the ground down, you must be really pleased with how small you've made a big ground like Patterson Stadium look.
Well, yeah, look, it's interesting. We are defending well. Our contested balls come out. We're almost working on one segment at a time. So our clearances the last few weeks that have been a weakness have improved. And at the halfway review, we're averaging 90 points. So in the second half of last year, we're averaging 102, 104, I think, for about the last 12 games. So we know we've got more offence in us. There's a little bit of personnel to come in, obviously, with Matthew and Aaron. But we're aware that our scoring's dropped off by about 2 goals a week. So we're not at our best yet, and we want to get back to it. But our defence, while we're building that, is keeping us in games, clearly.
And, of course, you've got a very big game coming up this week down there under lights against Geelong. And, of course, no Stevie Johnson for them at this point anyway. So
He doesn't like playing against the Dockers, does he?
He doesn't seem to want to play against you blokes.
No, he doesn't. He's a champion of the game, isn't he? So, look, he plays on the edge, and I think they respect him and love him down there. So occasionally you just have a little holiday, would just freshen up nicely for the finals.
Carl,
For the Cats. So, look, we've got a massive chat. They'll be seething, and their fortress, Shell Stadium. But, look, we looked at the dimensions. It's like playing on our home ground, really. It's 170 by 115, so Subi's 172 by 125. So just 3.5 metres narrow either side. So we'll enjoy the geography of the ground, and it'll be like being at home, really. So we're looking forward to, trying to match the challenge that will be put up in front of us,
I'll be interested who you're going to pick on because they all picked on Brent Harvey on the weekend. It was quite amazing how much attention he was given by your boys on the weekend.
Well, that's one view of it. I'd suggest Ryan Crowley was targeted by 22 North players. So,
what about?
It depends what side of the fence you sit on here, So,
Sure.
Well, they come out from the first bounce very aggressive. We knew that. Brisbane did it the week before. So, when you're a maturing team, you handle those challenges, and they don't phase you too much.
now, I don't know if you still are, but you used to be managed by a cement head, Craig Kelly. That's what he used to do, pinch people.
He's admitted that, hasn't he? I think there's a distinct difference here.
Should have lifted
Ryan's, I think we can cut the chase there. Ryan's somehow been investigated. I heard Mark Fraser on TV. Thought it was to talk about on probability they've laid a charge. You'd think you'd like to lay it on certainty rather than on probability, so that's disappointing. My view is I think Ryan will challenge tomorrow. It's disappointed with what's been asserted, and look, in the wash-up at all, I'm really disappointed by it. And but Ryan will go in there. I back Ryan 100%. And if Ryan was out there pinching players, I'd have a problem with it internally. So look, we can make light of it, but it's a serious assertion and a disappointing one. And like, clearly players, champions get checked closely, and player Harvey sort of certainly plays on the edge and aggressive and dishes it up, but I think he's misconstrued the battle. And look, we'll get in there and we'll support Ryan, defend Ryan, and I'd be surprised, if it wasn't a positive outcome, but we'll let that run its course.
Now, we spoke to Aaron Sandilands prior to the game. He said he was ready to go. Are you going to push the button this week?
Krause or
No,
Brent Harvey
no,
or
Aaron.
Oh, Aaron.
Aaron Sandilands.
Okay, because Krause was ready to go.
Yeah, no, don't worry about Krause. Forget about that. You've made your comment on him. I want to know about Aaron Sandilands. I want to know about Matthew Pavlich. I want to know how Michael Barlow is, David Mundy. I want to know about medical hospital.
Yeah, Tommy Sheridan, the emergency. Yeah, we got a few, haven't we?
You have.
I think both of them putting their hands up to play. I've got a pretty tight rein on them.
Mm-hmm.
Need to get through a few sessions.
Are you holding him back because at the moment, given where you are, you can a bit?
No, in my view, they haven't been ready.
Right.
And they'll need to prove to the match committee that they are ready. So, and people in there are doing their job. So, I'd suggest they got some convincing to do.
Waffle? Is Waffle a possibility?
Anything's possible. Look at AFL footy. Look at the Lions. Anything's possible. No, certainly not. They're both East Fremantle sons, aren't they? So they play with Kununurra. So how the Waffle end up there, I don't know. But that's something for the Waffle Commission to sort of answer to. So I'll tell you what we won't be doing, sending them to
Be careful.
Be
careful.
Kununurra.
Be careful.
Yeah. Just don't put a...
well, these are more conditions.
I called Kingsley Hunter wrong one day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, I think they're slightly they're slightly different. So, what's interesting? It's a short week this week, so we only have one core training session. So, look,
might need fresh players
tomorrow. They'll need to convince me. I think Aaron's ahead of Matthew, but Matthew wouldn't consider that. And I think unlikely for either of them to go to the Waffle. So, those number 29s have got to these Fremantle they can put back in the cupboard, I think.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, Ross, I mean, they're great players. But do you need to upset the equilibrium of the team at the moment? It's going beautifully.
Well, we're going well. I still don't think we're near our very, very best. I think we're building and, so those two Mondays are 50-50. And you're right. So those getting the job done, we try and reward. We brought Taberner in. I thought he was really good for us. He looks like he's going to be a player, hard worker, clean, good decision maker. So, look, plenty of work to do. Monday's 50-50, and there's one Mick Barlow.
He's
outside
tweeted
chance this week. What did he tweet?
He's tweeted, "Surgeons are geniuses. Operation went well. We'll see what tomorrow has in order. Any soup recommendations?"
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a mistake. I've got a ribeye here. He's kidding himself.
Well, not sure he's going to be able to eat that by the looks of this, but anyway.
Well, he should be able to. Look, he's a chance this week, and I'd be surprised if he didn't play the week after.
And on a lighter note, I've had a text message saying, "Did your wife find a ring?"
Yeah, wedding ring, by the way.
Did she? Or she obviously lost a ring.
Yeah, she was involved in the Dockers had their banquet auction. 1,100 people, which blew me away, and great support. And there was a magician that was brave enough to get up on stage and made a ring disappear and reappear. But I think she takes it up before she leaves the house anyway.
Now,
yeah, she did find it.
Now I got to ask you this too, because this is a big story. I was in the elevator coming up to the match to do my broadcast, and the Mustard Catering team were bringing their food to your coach's box, and on the top was a plate of fairy bread that had
you
Dockers.
You should know the answer to this.
That had Dockers.
You played with the bloke for 10 years. He loves it, Sumo.
So it is true.
Special catering.
Good on you. I was asking
well,
Stoney.
I call it the rider. It's our rider.
I was asking Stoney, and he'd give nothing away, and I thought, I've got to ask Ross. I've got to ask Ross on Monday night. So
He's very serious, Stoney.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty relaxed in there. You can eat whatever you like.
Now, Ross, one for the news tapes. Can you try and say Kununurra just one more time?
Yeah, no, not at this point in time, no.
Well, it's great to have you on the program, Doug Hawkins. So, Coach of Fremantle.
Just ask me again. Yeah. No, I'm very bit. I've just had some sugar. That's okay.
Fairy bread.
and three Red Bulls. Good on you, Ross. Good luck on the weekend against Geelong.
Thanks, Brad. Thanks, Charles.
Ross Lyon, coach of the Fremantle Dockers. On the other side, we go to the assistant coach, David Teague, for Parkland Mazda.
Sports Today, brought to you by the Good Sports at Yes Loans.